Hello, welcome back. We're moving on to the next one, dividing integers. First off, I want to start out by saying I don't believe I gave you guys the answers on the multiplying and dividing. We know our multiplication. You should not get the multiplication wrong. The sign is the only thing, but again, it is not a difficult rule, if you will, so we should be able to get those. I did not supply you the answers, but when you finish this work, you need to take a picture. Any work you do, okay? If you want to do a lesson and then do one whole thing, if it's like you do all the dividing integers, you want to take a picture and then send it to me in an email, or if you want to wait until you've got all the lessons for like this 2-week period, it's up to you on how you want to submit those. But I do look through those. I'll be looking over. So in a case like this where I don't give you the answer, but if you're getting the wrong answers, then I'll be letting you know, notifying you. During my office hours, which I send the email, we can get on some sort of a video thing where I can kind of work you through it, whether it's like a Zoom or a FaceTime or Skype or whatever, and try to make sure you understand this. Because again, this integers it's a really important thing to know and to work on and understand. All right, so let's get into dividing integers. So the two rules we talked about still apply. So I'm gonna go and write them up here. Same signs, okay, are positive. You know what? I'll do shorthand this time. Okay, so if it's same, it's positive. Okay, and if it's different, it's negative. Okay, so again, I wrote it all out in words. We worked through it. So this shorthand should be good. You guys should understand that. Also, if it's a situation where, if you understand the shorthand, then you can kind of put that on your paper, on your homework, on the work you're working on, whatever the deal is. Remember, it comes time for a quiz or a test during the school year, you can kind of throw these on there. But remember, same signs, positive, is only for dividing and multiplying. It does not apply when you're adding and subtracting. There are the different rules for that. The next video, we're going to be talking about order of operations and applying all these integer rules. So you'll see then in one problem, you'll be using your addition and subtraction rules. You'll be using your multiplication and division rules. There'll be kind of some madness. So knowing and learning this is what helps you get through to the next lesson. As you guys know, math snowballs. If you understand the foundation, the building blocks, and you're good as we go. Like, this is why you need to learn this now, because the next year in pre-algebra honors, when you guys come to school in August, if you don't know this, it's not good. We're going to be struggling. So that's why it's important we learn this stuff now, and so in August we're able to move forward. And the same thing, you learn pre-algebra to be ready for algebra. Geometry, which is next, has a lot of algebra in it, just algebra based. So it all kind of snowballs. So understanding this stuff here is important for the next lesson, for the next chapter, for the next year, and so forth. So same signs positive, different signs negative. So we're dividing now 2 ways, okay? 2 ways to show division. We're going to have 24 divided by 4. It's one way of writing it. It's written that way in your work here, okay? Second way of doing it is 16 divided by, that's still the same way. I didn't write it any different. Sorry, a fraction bar, okay? So these are the 2 ways you're gonna be seeing in your work on how to divide integers, all right? 14 divided by 4, you're seeing how many times 4 goes in, 24. You're trying to see how many times 4 goes into 24. Down here, 16 divided by 2, you're seeing how many times 2 goes into 16. Now we should know these. If not, I believe, is it the work? Some of these are, sorry, I'm looking at your work real quick. Some of these are numbers, they get a little, not too bad. We should be able to know these. You should be able to know these, okay? If not, then do long division or whatever you have to do to kind of figure it out. So let's get into this. First off, these rules still apply. I'm gonna make this a negative. And did I do negatives on these? I did. So we're gonna make that one a negative there, okay? So first things first, ignore the sign, ignore the negative, positive, just do the math like normal. Remember, multiplication and division don't change, there's nothing that changes. You just do the math, then you figure out the sign later. So 24 divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 24? If you know your times tables, your multiplication, 6 times 4 is 24. So that's 6. Now we have different signs. This is a positive 4, this is a negative 24. Different signs, negative. Answer is negative. Different signs. Okay? Same here. Again, this is just written in a different way. 16 divided by 2. It's a negative 2, but we're going to ignore the negative for now. We're just going to worry about doing the math first. 2 goes into 16, or half of 16. A couple different ways to say it. Okay? 2 goes into 16. Oh, my marker. 8. That's an 8. 8 times. Okay? Negative or positive divided by negative. Different signs. Different signs. Negative. Okay? Different signs. Now, signs. Another example. Let's see. Do I have anything over here? Let's do that. Let's do it. I'm going to do another one as a fraction. It can be written like this. Okay? Now, a negative and a negative. This is something even my algebra students and some geometry this past year, I had to kind of keep reminding them that a negative divided by negative, right? Same signs, is positive. So your final answer is going to be positive. But let's do the math first. 70 divided by 7. 7 goes into 70. If you know your times tables, it's 10. Because 7 times 10 is 70. You get a 10. Okay? Again, if you have to and you need to do this, then you can do that. 7 goes into 7 one time, 0. Okay? Oops, sorry, that's a 7. You get a 0. 0, because of your decimal, you have to put that there. It's 10. However you need to do it, if you know your times tables, you should be good. So, 7 goes into 70 10 times. Same signs positive. So we're done. It's the same. Ooh, man. Okay? So that's how that works. Let's do another one with the division sign. And there's not too much here. Then we'll get some examples for you guys to work on, and that's going to be it. Let's do. Okay, this is another way it's going to be written. Okay, as you can see, read it left to right, and it says negative 27 divided by negative 9. Okay, so how many times does 9 go into 27? Again, ignore the signs first, the negative and positive signs, just do the math. 9 goes into 27. Okay, if you know the 9 tricks, there's 9 tricks for your hands. If you don't know them, I'll teach you in class one day, all right? But 9 times 3 is 27. So it's a 3. Now we look at it here. Is it same signs or different? They're both negative, so it's the same. Same signs is positive. Answer is positive 3. And if I can make this fit, same sign. Okay? I'm going to take this down. I'm going to put up some example problems you guys will work on, and this lesson's complete. Again, multiplication and division isn't as difficult or as strenuous or as much work when learning the addition and subtraction. So just don't forget your signs, negative and positive, on this part, and it's not too bad. This erased okay, so we're just gonna go with it. All right, let's get to it. So we'll do like this, kind of do that. All right, let's go, we'll start over here. Let's go with, let's find some numbers here. Find something similar to the homework. Keep us, 7, 63. Right by 9. There we go. Negative 63 divided by 9. Okay? So again, you're just going to do the math while you guys work on it, and we'll see what you guys get. Okay, so if you did this correctly, 9 goes into 63. Again, ignore the signs for now. We'll do the signs last. 9 goes into 63. If you know your times tables, 9 times 7 is 63. Because then you have 72 and then 81. So 9 times 7 is 63. Different signs are always going to be negative. Okay? And this is different signs. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do 27 divided by negative 3. I know we kind of done these numbers already, but Once you work on this, 27 divided by -3 and see what you get. Okay? So we're trying to find out how many times 3 goes into 27. Again, the negative sign, let's leave that for the end. 7 goes into 23 9 times. 10 is 30, so 9 is 27. However, you do it if you know, just know your 9 times tables or whichever. However you got to do it, you get 9. Different signs. Different signs are always negative. It says it up here. And we are done, -9. Let's see. Let's do, I don't know, let's go like this. Let's go 55 divided by 5. Okay, -55 divided by -5. Let's see what you get. Okay, 5 goes into 55. 5 times 11 is 55, so it goes in 11 times. And a negative divided by negative is a positive, okay? Because they're the same sign. Same sign's positive. So we're done. Same signs. And last but not least, let's go -21 divided by -3. Okay? -21 by -3, let's see what you get right here. Okay? 3 goes into 21 7 times. Negative divided by negative, so same signs. Negative of negative is a positive. It's a positive 7. Same signs. Okay? I believe this is the last lesson of the summer that's going to require some sort of justification here where you have to write same signs, different signs. The rest of them, your work will be shown in the work that you do. Hope this makes sense. If not, find other videos, rewatch this video, find other resources. All else fails, I am here for you. Send me an email. I will get back to you and I'll read it in my office hours. So thank you very much. See you later.